Colorado sports fans know that one of the most famous dogs in the state is the mascot for the Avs. Let's all say it together. It's Bernie. Okay, a lot of excitement there. But Bernie currently has some tough competition when it comes to top dog. Kendall Frank is here with us, and she is here with Maxy, who is a service dog in training. There's Maxy. And also the Colorado Avalanche team dog, which I didn't know they had. Welcome, Kendall. Welcome, Maxy. Maxy, good to see you. Hello, lovey. Okay, Kendall, start us by telling us about Maxy and what Freedom Service Dogs do.
Yeah, so Freedom Service Dogs is a Denver-based nonprofit that custom trains service dogs for veterans, first responders, and others with disabilities at no cost.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and it all starts with puppies like Maxy. So Maxy is a puppy in training with the eventual goal to graduate as a life-changing Freedom Service Dog for a person with disabilities.
Wow.
And she also has a special job where she is the first ever Colorado Avalanche team dog, where she's helping spread awareness about Freedom Service Dogs and to educate fans about service dog etiquette.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Does Maxy do certain tricks and will be going to a disabled person, we know?
Yes, so
okay,
the goal, that is the eventual goal. Maxy is still in training, so she still has a little bit ahead of her, but she's already working on some of that advanced training,
right.
And she'll just continue to learn, and eventually she'll go into the custom training process where she'll learn unique skills to meet the needs of somebody on our wait list.
And how old is Maxy?
Maxy's a little over a year. She just celebrated her birthday in December, and we had a whole birthday bash with Bernie.
You did? With Bernie?
Yes,
okay, that's
speaking
good.
of the devil.
Now, speaking of that,
Yeah.
are Bernie and Max friends?
Of course, they're best friends.
Oh, there they
go
are.
way back. They've been friends since they met Maxy when she was only a couple weeks old.
Oh
and
my gosh.
They've just gotten closer and closer, so they're soulmates.
They're soulmates. Okay, tell us more about her training. Are you in charge of the training?
So I'm her volunteer puppy raiser. So what that looks like is she lives with me, and I'm responsible for keeping up with that basic training obedience and providing socialization opportunities, and of course providing her with a lot of love, which is not hard to do. And FSD covers the cost of her veterinary care and her supplies, and we have a lot of generous supporters and Avs fans who have helped Maxy along the way in her training. And
I bet
she's a lucky puppy.
Avs fans must go crazy.
Oh yeah, Avs fans love Maxy. She loves them right back.
Of course, why
Yeah.
not? So Maxy is also helping educate Coloradans about how dogs make a difference. Is that's part with Bernie as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're working with the Avs to promote service dogs and how they make a life-changing difference, as well as what to do when you see a service dog working in public.
That's
and
right.
Spreading awareness of our mission and how our Freedom Service Dogs change lives.
Absolutely do. I foster dogs. I love dogs, and I feel like we don't deserve dogs. That's the kind of. We don't. We really
They're
don't.
awesome.
They're way better than us. So let's say one of our viewers, like right now, is inspired after seeing this conversation. How can they support dogs like Maxy? I know they can donate, but is there other ways?
Yeah, so there's always donation opportunities, and we are urgently looking for more volunteer puppy raisers to raise puppies just like Maxy. So it's a really fantastic opportunity, and we have a lot of other volunteer opportunities. So yeah, everyone can visit freedomservicedogs.org or look at our social media, and we have all kinds of opportunities to get involved.
You want another
Yeah,
treat,
right.
Maxy? So let me ask you, as a puppy raiser, have you done this before?
Yeah, Maxy's the third puppy I've raised. It's very addictive. Once you get started, you can't stop.
You cannot stop.
Yeah, she's one of three.
I gave away my foster to a forever family, and my heart is broken.
Yeah.
How hard is it for you to let go? But you know how good they're going, you know.
It's a little bittersweet, but you know how much they're going to go on and make a life-changing difference. And we have so many great stories of our clients on our website that just show how much these dogs go on to change life. And you know, once you raise one, then you can raise another puppy and kind of start your next chapter. So it's a little bittersweet, but it makes you feel good on the inside because you do truly make a difference as a puppy raiser, and that's what matters.
You change a whole life and a whole family and
really
it ripples out.
Yeah.
Were you trained? Like if I wanted to be a puppy raiser, how long is the training? How intense?
Yeah, so we have an orientation process and like an application and a background check, and we give you all the skills that you need. So no previous dog training experience is required, and they teach you everything that you need to know. And I will say she's the third one I've raised, and I've learned more and more skills.
Sure.
And so you learn dog handling skills, and you're welcome to a community of other people who want to support you and cheer you on your journey. So it's very supportive. It's a very flexible volunteer opportunity, and it's just so much fun. And I can't say enough good things about it.
I can tell the joy in your face.
Yeah.
How long will you have Maxy?
Yeah, so it's about 2 to 14 months before they go to our facility in Inglewood, Colorado for formal training. So
Okay.
it is about that time, and you can co-raise with another family if that's like something you're interested in, to share that responsibility.
Wow.
Me personally, I like them for the
Me
long
too.
haul, but you
Yeah.
know, everyone to each their own, and we try to make it accessible for everybody.
Unbelievable. Okay, Maxy is also part of something special tonight.
Yes.
Tell us more about what's going on.
Yeah, so Maxy has been animated. Yeah, so she's a part of Bernie's Mountain Showdown, which is an animated charity ice pond hockey game to support service dogs in Colorado like Maxy, and Maxy is going digital, so you'll have to keep an eye out for her on television.
Get out of here. Maxy, you are amazing. It's on KTVD tonight, which is exciting. And then also, am I allowed, you want to be very careful, you have to ask to pet.
Yes.
Can you pet the Freedom Service dogs?
Yeah, so it's always best practice to ask, and it'll be up to the handler and their discretion of whether it's okay for them. But yeah, Maxy in particular is in public eye a lot, so we work on having appropriate greetings, and it's good practice for her to train and what that would be like in a real
Because you need to be
situation.
socialized in that way if you're going to be around.
Yes.
Maxy, you're a good baby.
girl.
He's very food motivated,
Yes.
which is very much like Tori. So there's something together between us. And is it mostly labs?
It is mostly labs, so
Okay.
we do labs, Goldens, and crosses of the two. But
Gotcha.
they're a very food-driven and biddable breed that likes to work, and
Yes.
that's why we primarily work with those
Okay,
dogs.
unbelievable what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You can watch Maxy tonight during Bernie's Mountain Showdown, the Colorado Avalanche, animated game. It's airing on KTVD at 7 p.m. Learn more also about becoming a volunteer puppy raiser, which I am very interested in, at freedomservicedogs.org. Thank you so much, Kendall.
Yeah, thanks for having
And
us.
thank you so much, Maxy.